Aha! So hello. Well, today I'd like to take a look at this and this, which is Jimmy. Sadly, little Jimmy has problems with his kidneys and liver, so he's got to have some pills, and hopefully that will help him prolong his little life, sweet little life for as long as it can. Anyway, we want you. We do. We want you. What would we do without you, pup? I know, sweetie. Anyway, this is a little pamphlet I've got. Well, it says on the tin, doesn't it? Royal Marines of the 1970s and 80s, and notes of their history, which is it's a lovely little thing. In actual fact, I found it here in Poland. You up there, mate? Good boy. There it is. I won't bother sort of reading it all out to you, but you can obviously, if you want to, if you're interested, you can pause and on each page and then have a deco. Have a look, see, you know, what's going on. I mean, it covers a good thing with highlights here from the 1970s to the 80s. All the different things that were going on at the time, you know. From inspections to sort of what the commandos were up to. The Queen visit and all the rest of it. Wonderful. And yeah, the nation's amphibious forces. Hopefully this camera can pick out. I mean, it's a good camera. This it's an iPhone SE that I'm using now. But what are you doing, little one? Where are you going now? Loads of oh, it's a bit crinkled that you won't be able to read that, will you? You can pause if you want to. There's a mountain leader there. That's one of those service patches they wear at ML. You know, they have on the #1 dress and the love it greens, number 5s that I've got in my collection. And obviously it talks about the. Can you read that in there? No. It talks about the South Atlantic. You know, obviously the Falklands they're talking about there. 1982. Oh yes, I remember it well. I lost a few good buddies in the Falklands War. Well, they're brothers anyway. They're elder brothers that had joined up into the military, into the guards, mostly Welsh guards. Yeah. Good book, good pamphlet. That's interesting. Mount Kent. Everyone seems to think I come from Kent because every time I walk past them, well, when I'm in Britain anyway, they go, "It's Kent." Yeah. Old Bob Monkhouse joke that, by the way. I wouldn't take the glory. So there you go. That's obviously Operate Op Banner in Northern Ireland. Sorry, I just had my thumb over that, didn't I? I'll pause it. Hopefully you can read this anyway. Some nice things. Obviously Op Banner there with a, you know, well, flak vests on patrol and helmets to stop bricks from hitting them. What a miserable big period that was. The Troubles in Northern Ireland. Bless the Northern Irish as well, and the Southern Irish too. I love them all. I mean, I don't know what went on there. Religious wars, is it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anyway. I mean, nutty as a pile of squirrel shit, me, but anyway, there you go. This is interesting. When they had the sort of Naval Air Squadron 846, and that's a Wessex helicopter. I've done some videos on various different pilots that I have uniforms for in my collection. and yeah, it's really interesting, that part, for me anyway. I find it so anyway. Not wanting to tear the book. So as I say, if you want to, I doubt anybody will, but some might. You know, want to pause and read what you can. I'm hoping that I'm not going through too quickly, but at the same time, I don't want to make a 20-minute video of a thing that I really am interested in when maybe others aren't, you know. So, there you go. RMR, that was me. Briefly in Henley. Yeah, RMR, we did our bit. And there's the SBS, that's the Special Boat Squadron, obviously. That was not me. That was not me. I never even passed my green beret, I can tell you, because I had a clouting great accident on a motorcycle, and it completely crippled me, and I could never have been able to run again. I was not going to be running for president, you know what I mean? No way. Dates and facts. So there you go. That's a chronology that you can read about there, about everything that's going on. I found this pamphlet really interesting. I remember when I grabbed hold of it a few, well, I think so. I think it was a few years back. And there's two that Angie man, there's two. Why are they stuck together though? What's going on? What's happening? Why is it stuckage? So what's that? Core memorable dates. There you go. So 1664 was when it first started. All was all in all. Then you got Gibraltar in 1704, which is why they have the word Gibraltar. Get your bloody mouth working, lad. Why they have Gibraltar on the buckle on the #1 dress brass belt? You know, that's why it's got Gibraltar on there, because that's the bit pertinent to that. And you got Bunker Hill, 1775, Trafalgar, of course. All these major historical battles. Well, that's not, what's that page number? What's the only way you can do it, isn't it? 30, 20. No, it's two stuck together, you see. I know it, I can feel the weight of it. Can't get my fingers in there. Oh. Come on, you daft old man. There we go. Core. Obviously that was the landing 6th of June 1944, the D-Day landings. That must have been someday. Lord Almighty. Yeah, I'll run that again. I don't know if I did that slow enough for you to read. Sorry. It mentions the Falklands as well. There you go. What is that? 5 Commando. Montfortbeek, sounds like it's in Holland. Sounds like that must have been some parts of the Bridge Too Far type thing, you know. Yeah, there he goes. St. Justburg. Right, that would have been a tough day too. Whew. Heck above. They've been there and done some, haven't they? Our Royal Marine lads. Anyway, struggling with old hands and old fingers. What that shit? Just, I think it's time for the wooden jacket, isn't it? Wooden overcoat time for me. Anyway, there you go. That is an organisation of the Royal Marines, it says there. And that tells you pretty much what's going on. Sorry, it's a 2-pager, that one. So I'll have to kind of pan and scan, I think the words are. If I remember my first wife was in the films and she knew all the terms and things for that. Gosh, these pages, they're not stuck together. It's just my daft old fingers can't work them. Honorary appointments to the Commandant General. Wonderful. Wonderful. The Duke of Edinburgh. Rest in peace, sir. Prince Philip, obviously looking very young there. And the regimental music. A Life on the Ocean Wave. Yeah. All the other marches that they've got. Yeah. Superb. Wonderful. And You'll be glad to know, because now we're into 10 minutes. Heps, I never would have thought I'd have made a 10-minute video out of this little pamphlet. But there's the colours. It's the Queen's colour. It's the regimental colour. And there you go. Badges of the Green Beret. So when they're separate, it's an officer usually, or a warrant officer, or above. When they're together, they're what's called other ranks, like, you know, Lance Corporal, Private, well, Marine, up to, it's interesting, the Marines use Army ranks, in actual fact. They don't use their own, like in the Navy. They use Army ranks. Anyway, there. I hope, as I say, you can read all this, because if you've actually bothered to sit there for 11 minutes, which is what we're now rocking into, and you can't see any of it, that'll be really disappointing for me. But there you go. Oh, blessings. Please think highly of my Jimmy. Hopefully he will be recovering, or, well, I don't think he'll recover from kidney and liver failures, but let's hope he's got a few, well, a year at least, or two left. My last dog went very quickly with that. Unfortunately, it was a very, the graph was very steep, steeply declining, if you know what I mean. And there you go. So there it is. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you've got this far, thank you ever so much. You're not nuts. I'm nuts. I'm nuts. I'm the one that's nuts. Okay. Blessings. All the very best wishes. Cheers.